How was your first flight?
Not good.
Tell us about it. Tell the people about it. What's up, guys? This is JD from the Man and JD Show, and as you can see, I'm on a plane because we're on our way to Boston, my hometown, and she's not feeling it. This is her first flight, so we're supposed to be vlogging this whole thing. So this is gonna be very much of an experiment or experience for her. Very funny to me. Oh my gosh, dude. Come here, come here. Come here, come here. This is not funny. This is very serious. My baby does not feel good. It's gonna be okay, baby. Y'all can't say I'm not a good boyfriend. I take care of my baby. Well, this is my time for me to get her to calm down, so next time y'all see me, it'll probably be like in the middle of the air doing something. Alright? Peace.
My first flight was rough.
Simple. Cool. Now, how was the trip?
Alright, so the trip was pretty good. I got to see a lot of Boston and learn a lot about it. And I'm really, really excited to go back because there's a whole lot that I did not see and a whole lot I want to see. I really do like the city, and I appreciate you for
you so
taking me. After we arrived in Boston off the Logan International Airport,
my mom picked us up.
Yes.
And we went home. We stayed with my grandmother in 2 separate rooms, of course. Dead. I'm just kidding.
Or, some things that we did. We went downtown.
Shopping.
But how we got there was by train.
And 2 legs.
Yeah,
each.
So basically, his grandmother dropped us off in her car.
At Forest Hill Station.
Yes.
So
it's you. All these buildings, all these people, it's just like a whole new vibe from where we were in his little, neighborhood to downtown. It was just like,
I live in Mattapan Square. There's
wow.
no neighborhood.
Yeah, look at everything. This is a city. This is what I wanted to see. As we were walking, it took us like 3 blocks, was it, to get to the movie theater?
I mean, yeah, we went to the movie theater, but we were just looking around.
This movie theater, I'm not sure what was the brand of it, but it was 3
AMC.
stories.
2 stories.
3.
2. Oh, well, 3.
It's kind of like a vintage movie. It had a lot of the old posters.
Yo, cowboy bebop. But 2 stories.
And so it was really crazy because I was like, whoa, this big? Like, it's just really big, but it had a really nice view because outside the window you could see all the buildings, the people and everything. So it was just nice being there, a new environment, looking at new, set up for a movie. And downtown was really nice.
Got picked up by my mom again.
Yeah, and then his mom picked us up, and that was pretty much.
That's when we had Joseph's.
Oh yeah, one thing I noticed about Boston is that they didn't have a lot of franchise restaurants. I didn't see a Zaxby's, didn't see a Chick-fil-A. Instead, they had a lot of locally owned people like Joseph's and Nick's, which was nice.
And King's.
I liked it.
What was your favorite plate from Joseph, because we did go twice that trip. What was your favorite? Because we had you didn't try the pizza, so it was the
wings,
cheeseburger basket, and the wingdings. What was your favorite?
I like the wingdings. I didn't get to see a Walmart, but I did see a Walgreens. Next couple of days, we went to the mall and just sightseeing again.
You also got to see Auntie Nikki. Shout out to Auntie Nikki.
The next day we went sightseeing again.
Just seeing the city, this time by car because it was raining and pouring. And we went to the mall. We went sightseeing and just looking around the town. But this time it was raining, so we were just in the car looking around. And eventually we went to the mall. Their mall is really nice. It's 3 stories also. Something up with Boston. Everything you have to do it big in Boston. So it was nice.
That's not okay. That's gonna be a lot of blowback, but okay.
Favorite day, the best day of me being in Boston was the last day. Oh my god.
You ain't enjoy church?
Huh?
You ain't enjoy church?
I mean, church was nice.
She didn't like the church. Look at that.
My church was nice.
You heathen.
I would say my favorite day at Boston was the last day. And let me tell you, we walked around Boston for 8 whole
Not really.
hours.
It was more than that.
But it felt like 12. I appreciate Jamal for like showing me around the ins and outs. It was the best day. I can say that. So our day started with a wholesome breakfast. And after that, I was begging like, can we go, can we go, can we go, like a kid. So when we got out of the house, we headed to the train station where his mom dropped us off. And there we were, ready to go on our adventure of the day. And so our adventure started out at this museum.
Boston Tea Party Museum.
Yeah, it was really nice. Basically, it was like a reenactment. Like, these are people who were characters from the Boston Tea Party.
Happened here at the tour. For instance, as a prior Philadelphian, I can say this with the utmost work of my heart. When you see a vessel going up the Schuylkill River close to the city of Philadelphia, and not 1 to 2,000.
And they basically walked us through the timeline of everything that happened, and we were actually a part of the crowd.
Yep.
And we actually had some speaking roles in the reenactment.
And Amanda spoke.
But Jamal really got into character. Like, his voice shook the room.
And then we threw tea in the harbor.
Yes. A part of the reenactment was doing a lot of the activities that the crowd did during
Tea Party.
And so,
Why do you say it like that?
It was tea booty.
part of the whole museum reenactment, we had to basically do a lot of the activities that took place during the Boston Tea Party. And one of the funnest activities we did was throwing the actual tea into the harbor.
It really upset us here in Boston too, and then we'll make our way.
Woo! You committed treason!
Good about 112.
That's pretty fun, right?
Yeah. It was fun. Acting like a pirate.
Yeah.
We acted like pirates.
We weren't really supposed to be acting like pirates
But
because
we
we were
acted
supposed to be
like
like
pirates.
acting as Indians. They gave us little feathers in our heads, like, okay, y'all are Indians.
But we were pirates in the first place.
I highly recommend, if you go to Boston, to make sure you schedule or you buy a ticket to go to that museum, because you will leave very informed,
And, you know, it was a very good time.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, and good spent money. It wasn't that much money.
We went to...
Then we went to the Barking Crab.
The barking crab.
What bark? What? How does a crab bark?
The barking
I
crab.
don't want a crab that barks.
You never heard of Mr. Krabs?
Oh my gosh, the Barking Crab was 10 out of 10. I'm telling you, it was
Delicious.
so good.
The game plan was shot there.
Yes.
The scene where she choked on nuts. From there, we walked to the Boston
Yes, and if you're not familiar with the Boston Commons, it's basically like a big park, okay? But it's historically known for being the training camp for the Union soldiers during the Civil War. That's what Jamal told me. To venture out in the commons to see all these people, you know, in the rain. The people still out there in the park running, do their exercise. They didn't care. It's rain, whatever. It's the summertime, and it was just nice. It's like a peace there, and like there was a lot of ducks.
Mm-hmm.
And there were a lot of geese, and there was a particular interaction I had with a squirrel.
She talked to a squirrel. That scared me. I was sitting there like.
Yeah, I always talk to animals, and they're really cool, but totally secret.
It's really cool, but totally secret.
I was talking, you know, to Jamal, and I was like, "Look at this squirrel," and the squirrel just
Waiting for.
It's just sitting there, looking at me,
waiting for breadcrumbs.
So I go closer to the squirrel, just expecting the squirrel to run away frantically like most squirrels do.
It was waiting for breadcrumbs.
And the squirrel came up to me. I'm like, whoa.
Yes.
No, sir. We don't have interactions like this down south.
Southern
Our squirrels are on a tree. When we come outside, they run up the tree and get skedaddled on, you know?
I'll run in the middle of the road and get ran over.
That's true.
Suicidal squirrels.
But the squirrel wanted to touch my hand, and I just couldn't do it. I didn't have breadcrumbs for him. I didn't want the interaction. I didn't want to know what happened if I got that close to a squirrel, so I chickened out and I kept on going.
You never seen a nut job? And from the Commons, we walked to the John Hancock building, you know, the big glass one, just so she can just see it up close and personal.
It was very nice. It was so tall. I could not work in that building. I'd be kind of scared.
Then there was fog a little bit, like you could see like fog coming down, and it covered the top of the building, so you couldn't even see the top.
You couldn't even see the top. So those people, when they looked down, they couldn't even see what was down there. It's like, what in the world?
Kind of funny. I liked it.
Yeah.
And from there, from the John freaking Hancock building, we walked all the way to Fenway Park. Instead of catching the freaking green line, we walked to Fenway Park because somebody wanted to see more of Boston.
We also went to the Tesla store. We stopped at Dunkin' Donuts. We had a lot of stops on the way. Stopped at a bus stop until we got there.
Get some rest.
It was fun. Now we can look back and say, wow, we walked in Boston for almost 12 hours, it felt like.
And I almost got lost because I was trying to figure out where the closest Green Line station was. We took the Green Line from, I don't know where we were, all the way to where it meets with the Red Line, from the Red Line to Ashmont. Mom met us there. Again, thank you, Mom. You a true one.
Yes.
Because I was not finna be riding on the 21.
But anyway, it was a great time. Really enjoyed ourselves. So if you've ever been to Boston, could you please list down some things that we can do next time in the comments below?
And if you live there, hit us up while we're up there so we can come see you.
And hit the like button if you like this video. And if you want to go to Boston one day.
We'll be back.
Thanks for watching.
We go on and on together, locked into this rhythm and can't stop until the beat drop. We go on and on together, locked into this rhythm and can't stop until the beat drop. We go on and on together, locked into this rhythm and can't stop.